Hey everyone, it's Courtney. I can't believe it, but I'm coming back to you with another video that is loosely themed around me visiting a local source of yarn for the last time. In the first video, somebody commented saying that I didn't mention why. The reason why these are the last times I'm visiting these local yarn sources is because we are about to move. Woo! I wonder when I should tell you guys where we're going to move. I kind of want to do a big reveal, so I don't know if I'm ready to do that yet. Why don't you guys come along with me? That's funny because that's actually what I said to my kids just now. We are going to visit the yarn aisle of our local Walmart for the very last time. All right, we've arrived at our local Walmart. The first thing that I'm going to do is go and visit the yarn aisle. Thanks so much for coming with me. We've spotted some yarn. This end cap over here has been Bernat Blanket yarns for a little while. It looks like they're all priced at $9.98. And as you see here, we have some of the Bernat Blanket Baby, which has these really, in my opinion, beautiful colorways. Bernat Baby Blanket. This colorway is in Pretty Girl. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. As you can see on the label, Bernat Baby Blanket is made with 100% polyester, and it looks like there's 220 yards per skein. This is one of the first colorways of Bernat Baby Blanket that I ever used, and it is called Baby Grays. Like I said, there are some beautiful variegated skeins, including one that always catches my eye. As you can see, it has some lovely blues, white, pinks, and yellows, all in the same skein. It is in the colorway Pitter Patter. There were some other people in the yarn aisle, so I just thought we'd walk down the craft aisle to get to the other side real quick. This is the sewing section. There's some threads, and there is some yarn on this end cap. Actually, I wanted to stop and show it to you, but there's someone behind me, so I'm just going to keep moving, and we'll get to that end cap later. Walking into the yarn aisle, you can see there's some embroidery threads and a lot of yarn. One side of this aisle is all yarn. The side behind me is not yarn, it's other craft supplies, but as you see here, we've got the acrylics. The acrylic yarns closest to the embroidery thread. Which skein should I show you first? I think we'll start with one of these skeins of Super Saver Jumbo. One of the things that I like about the Walmart yarn aisle is that the price is pretty clearly marked. It says here that it's $7.48. Each skein of Super Saver Jumbo is going to have 744 yards. It is bothering me that some of the labels are upside down or turned around so that you can't really see what it is. This here is a Red Heart Super Saver regular skein. It is priced at $3.77. Yardage for a regular skein of Super Saver is marked at 364 yards. There's a lot of white, and above these neutrals are some blues and also some of these metallic sparkly yarns. Okay, this is the Walmart Mainstays brand. It's called Sparkle Acrylic Yarn. It looks like there's 251.53 yards, so specific. Oh my goodness, I love it. Cost $3.13 per skein. All of these are going to be a number 4 weight medium yarn. I'm really loving this blue colorway as well, and this purple. Let's see if we can find the colorway name. It's actually kind of tricky for me sometimes to find the colorway name on these Mainstays yarn labels, but there it is. It's Sweet Violet. Let me know in the comments if you've used this yarn before, and if so, what did you make with it? I just wanted to show you some of the regular skeins of Mainstays 100% acrylic, and it's priced at $3.22, and in a skein you'll get 397 yards. I used a lot of this color brown to make a large mono or orangutan for my daughter. Ours actually ended up being a chimpanzee because it's brown. Here's some yellow, just going to make sure that the labels are facing right. It's a little more difficult to find the colorway name on this skein, but usually they're just named something kind of basic, like maybe blue or teal or turquoise. It looks like there is a crochet pattern. I'm old enough to remember when there was always a crochet pattern on the yarn label. This skein is going to cost you $3.22. Here I'm just going to go through and turn around some of these skeins so that hopefully some of the yarn labels are facing the customer as the customer walks down the aisle, and the customer can then see the yarn that they are looking at. You guys, I did used to work in retail, so it's not just me, it's also my retail training. I feel like this deeper green is pretty cute and could be used to make some moss inspired crafts. So this is the Mainstays acrylic section. I think it's kind of made to compete with Red Heart, if not just naturally competing with Red Heart, as it's a worsted weight acrylic yarn with pretty similar yardages, although the Mainstays is slightly more bang for your buck yardage wise. I've never worked with these skeins here, but maybe I should show some to you real quick. Let's check them out. Looks like it is called 100% acrylic yarn. Okay, so the same name as the other Mainstays acrylic yarn that's all a solid color. This one is called Purple Blend, and it looks like there's a crochet pattern. This one is called Black Blend, it looks like, and like the regular Mainstays acrylic skeins, these are also priced at $3.22. Makes sense since the name is still the same. Now I'm going to show you my favorite colorway maybe of acrylic yarn, and it is this one right here from Red Heart Super Saver. I bought some in January of this past year. And I love this pink too. I love these corals. This is definitely the Courtney section. We also have a cobalt blue, a navy blue, and a turquoise, also a light blue, and beneath those are some purples. Definitely a good selection for Red Heart Super Saver. Looks like the colorway name for this skein is Scuba. Oh, I love it. It's Super Saver Ombre. Looks like there is 283 grams, 482 yards. One of these skeins of Ombre will set you back about $7.48, which is the same as the regularly priced Super Saver Jumbo. The yardage, of course, is different. I've actually been looking at the Red Heart Yarnspirations patterns lately, and I've seen some cool patterns online that use this bitty stripes. It looks like there's 515 yards in a skein, and it will set you back about $7.48. I really like this pink one. Let's see, it is called Colorway Bubblegum. I definitely like the tweed effect with different colors. And over here, I wanted to show you guys this one again because in yesterday's video, I looked at a skein and said that I'd only ever seen this kind of blend of colors before in a Lion Brand yarn. Well, here it is in Red Heart. This colorway is also pretty cool. It is called White Speckle, and indeed the base is white with speckles of different orange, yellow, and blue. Over here we have another in the colorway Cherry Speckle, and it is a base of red. Really cool, I think Mexican inspired speckled colors. This Walmart doesn't have a ton of yarns from Premier, but they do have this Premier puzzle. One skein has 328 yards, and it'll cost you $5.98. It is 100% acrylic. At the bottom of this shelf, we've got some more of the Bernat Baby Blanket and some regular Bernat Blanket. There's another yarn by Bernat that looks like maybe an acrylic. This is a cool skein of Bernat Baby Blanket. Here's the same pitter patter skein that we saw earlier. And here's that Baby Grace. Gonna turn this one around so that the label is facing the right way. Yep. Super cool. It looks like there's a crochet pattern that comes with it, and Bernat Blanket is 100% polyester, also listed over here on the side of the aisle as $9.98. I've definitely used some of this deep green and some red to make some holiday items before. Over here we have Lion Brand Wool Ease, which can be really popular in some circles. It is priced at this Walmart at $7.27. This is Wool Ease Thick and Quick. There are going to be 106 yards in a skein, and it is a wool acrylic blend, so very popular for making hats, scarves, and other types of winter wear. It looks like the label is saying that there's about 82% acrylic and 10% wool, with the remaining 8% being rayon. I think this nice neutral colorway is called like Fisherman or something like that. I've definitely used it before. Yeah, I think it says Fisherman. This one's maybe the yarn that I was thinking about yesterday with these reds and blues and oranges on like a white base. The colorway name for this skein is Hudson Bay. Lion Brand's Wool Ease Thick and Quick. I feel like this yarn is really thoughtfully made. Our next yarn is a skein of Lion Brand Hometown. This one is in the colorway Key Largo Tweed. I've seen this one before, I think doing some videos at Michael's. And this one is in the colorway Madison Mustard. Okay, I always love to see the names of the Lion Brand hometown yarn because you want to look for like places that you've been and see if you think that that colorway is what it should be associated with or not. This one's interesting. I think the label's missing. This one's called San Diego Navy. Apparently they still printed the colorway on this makeshift or store-made label, I guess. Here it is. It's 100% acrylic, this one is. I think some of them aren't 100% acrylic. It's 81 yards and a 5-ounce skein, okay? And this skein of Hudson Navy is 326. So is this one next to it, this teal. Looks like the colorway is Montpellier Peacock. You guys can hear me try to pronounce some French hometown yarn names. I think that's how you are supposed to say it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, Hoboken Honey is this nice like golden tan, cream golden almost. Very cool. And what's this one here? It is 64 yards only in this skein. It is Aspen Tweed, okay, because it's a variegated one and the other one that we looked at the yardage on was a solid. And this one here is also 64 yards. I really love this pink and black. Colorway is Salem Creek. Whoa, 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 what do we have here? It's some Lion Brand Respun, and this is actually Lion Brand Respun Thick and Quick. As you can see, one skein in Sepia Rose is going to cost you $6.68. Let's see if we can find how many yards are in one of these skeins. Let's look together and see. It's 100% recycled polyester with 223 yards per skein. Up here is some more of the Mainstays brand yarn. This looks like a velvet yarn, and it is going to cost you $7.94. Let's see if we can see the tag. Yep, it says soft velvety yarn. Looking again at the Lion Brand Respun Thick and Quick, we have this denim colorway, which I love. I've used that one before. Over here is the Mainstays Chunky Chenille or Chenille Chunky yarn. It's quite a thick yarn. I wonder how many yards it has. Looks like it has 31.7 yards. I did this yesterday. I meant to say yards with a D and not an N. Yards, not yarns. The Chenille Chunky yarn comes in a variety of grays. There's also a nice blush pink and like a cream off-white color and a navy blue. Hold on. It looks like the Yarn Spiracy is also here at Walmart because this skein is $7.42. That's a different price for a different color skein, you guys. The yarn prices are definitely going through a change. You heard it here first, folks. Here's some of the Mainstays Cozy Chenille yarn. I've definitely used these to make amigurumi plushies last year. It looks like a skein is going to cost you $7.44. Over here we have the assortment of peaches and cream. I've always thought these cones were pretty cool. This one is a very vibrant lime green color, and the colorway name is called Limeade. It's a number 4 weight cotton yarn. There are 674 yards in one of these cones. It looks like it'll cost you $9.32. I think the colorways of these peaches and creams, at least the ones I'm seeing today, are very beautiful and vivid. I don't remember always thinking that about this brand, but they really seem to have outdone themselves with these. I'm just going to turn the labels so that hopefully the customers can see them and appreciate them for all that they are worth, which is apparently only $1.99. Don't feel bad, little yarn. You're worth much more than that. This one is in the colorway Lavender Meadow. I just love it. There's only 102 yards in one of these little skeins, but I bet you that's enough to make you a nice dishcloth. I remember you guys saying that this type of yarn was one of your least favorites to work with, so I'd be interested to know if that is still what you guys, my audience, thinks. So let me know in the comments below. Do you like working with this kind of dishcloth sort of durable cotton yarn? That is colorway Energetic Pink. They have several beautiful colorways out today. Let's see what this one says. This one looks like denim. This blue with the aqua and then deeper blues is probably my favorite. It is in the colorway Evening Sea. And this one right behind it, beside it rather, is in the colorway Beach House. This one here is like a nice white with some different shades of purple mixed into it. Really stunning, and beside it is linen, which we've used before in a video. This one is also really cool. It's almost a little bit festive, some greens and reds, and I really like this like green and blue one next to that. I had an ADHD moment and wanted to show you these pipe cleaners over here for $2.53 a pack. There's also maybe just 4 colorways of this Premier Bloom. This is a bulky weight yarn, and the colorway that we are looking at is in the colorway Snapdragon. Looks like it's going to cost you $5.97 per skein of these bad boys. I like how the girl on the yarn band is wearing a fun sweater. This is another colorway of that same yarn called Bluebell. And over here we have another colorway called Gerbera. Premier Bloom is 100% acrylic. This is the colorway Wildflowers with these purples and blues. You know I'm loving it. Okay, I was so glad to finally see Lion Brand Mandala here and not just the knockoff that they definitely have. This is Lion Brand Mandala Sparkle, and I'm really loving the pinks and purples and blues that are here. It looks like that there are 328 yards and 100 grams skein, and one will cost you $6.34. I think you could make a really lovely shawl with this. I would say cake. Is it a cake or skein? Either way, you could make a lovely shawl or any type of knitted garment or crocheted garment or accessory without ever having to change your yarn. I just wanted to show you that there are a few different types of scrubby yarn available, and there are some crochet hooks and knitting needles, although it looks like this section was possibly cleaned out. Revisiting this end cap that we skipped earlier, I saw this new line from Bernat called Future. This one is Impact, and it looks like it is a number 4 weight worsted yarn. It is 52% recycled acrylic, 28% recycled polyester, 20% recycled cotton, and it is in the colorway Natural. Very cool. It looks like everything on this end cap is priced at $9.98. This next yarn from the Bernat Future line is called Hope, and it's a bit softer. Let's see what it's made with. Let us see what this yarn is made with. It is in the colorway Cafe Latte, and it's made with 100% recycled polyester. This next yarn from the Bernat Future line is called Inspire. This one is in the colorway Slated, and it is made with 80% recycled acrylic and 20% recycled wool. There's also some more of the Mainstays or chunky chenille yarn at the bottom here. You guys, it's time to say goodbye to the yarn. Bye yarn, bye Walmart yarn section. Goodness, I was not expecting this wave of, well, I shouldn't say wave, but I was not expecting this twinge of nostalgia that I definitely did feel, especially as I was getting in my car and pulling away from the parking lot, knowing that this would be probably my last time in the yarn aisle at our local Walmart, if not the last time I go to Walmart here, which is just kind of shocking. It wasn't always my favorite place to go, and it definitely still isn't, but I got to admit that's where we got our groceries while we've been living here, and that's where I got all the ingredients to make some of our favorite foods. I think not the corporation Walmart itself, but definitely some of these experiences will be missed, but we are ready to head on to new, exciting, hopefully better things for us and our family. I'm just so thankful for the time that we've had here still, and I'm thankful for all of you. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving this video a like and subscribe to my channel so that you can see more updates and maybe see where we are moving in the next few videos, I hope. All right,